Miley Cyrus had a shocking performance at the VMAs, but of course at every VMA there has to be something shocking that takes place or else no one would ever talk about the VMAs. So during her performance, she was gyrating, she was twerking, she was basically naked, she was wearing like nude colored leather or bra and panty kind of combination. And you know, she was just touching herself throughout the performance.
Yes, yes she was.
There was a reference to Molly, but of course that reference to Molly is in her song, so everyone saw it coming. Now, I think that this still frame is one that you should focus on a little bit because she makes a reference to big booties. She had a bunch of black dancers, and people are upset with the way that she some are claiming used them as props, so we might talk about that a little bit.
Well, okay, now look, you can't argue that that last picture did not involve a large booty. And you can't argue that she didn't put her own booty out there, or that she didn't touch herself, which she did that approximately, I counted, about 128 times, okay? And then here's the fun bathing outfit that you were referring to earlier, and then the twerking. There was a lot of fun things going on. Mr. Thicke appeared to do blurred lines with her, and then that happened. Okay, all right, so, and by the way, she also used the bears as props. And I was very offended for the bear community about that.
Or the furry community.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure they weren't amused by it.
Giant stuffed bears, and I'm like, it must be a drug thing. I'm so unhip. I don't know what the bears are about, but like it's such a video music awards. Like obviously, giant stuffed bears, and a woman comes out and starts like touching herself and making you know masturbation moves and stuff. So MTV, everybody.
So let me share my own you know bias on this story. I mean, of course, she performed last night. I heard about it via Twitter and Facebook. Everyone was going crazy about it. People were outraged at her performance. Mika Brzezinski was outraged at her performance, and we'll show her response to it in just a second. But I actually watched it this morning, and my initial reaction was, and? Like, I didn't see anything about it that was really that different from any other performance, except for the fact that Miley Cyrus has been known as, you know, this cutesy-wootsy Disney superstar, and now she's trying desperately to shake that image, so she is kind of overcompensating and going overboard, and she's just, you know, doing the gyration and the light masturbation on stage.
I don't know if it was light. There was a lot of it, man. I mean, she went to work, then went home, relaxed, and then came back and went to work again.
Her tongue was out of her mouth like 90% of the time.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
It was so obviously done for attention and done to shake her past image.
Yeah, she's basically saying, I'm not Disney anymore. I'm having this thick character.
I'm a bad girl. Let me show you my butt.
Not only she had that foam hand thing, I mean, she did it without the foam thing, and then she did it with the foam hand, like rubbed herself and rubbed Thicke in like 88 different ways. Okay.
She also twerked.
Yes.
There was a point of the performance where she was very, I mean.
Do we know what that tongue thing is? Is that another drug thing? I feel like a grandpa. Like, what's that? I don't know what that's about. Okay, so I'm conflicted on this. Okay, so but I want to show Mika first. After Mika, I will tell you my conflicted thoughts on it. Go.
I wouldn't make a joke of it, actually. I think that was really, really disturbing. That young lady who is 20 is obviously deeply troubled, deeply disturbed, clearly has confidence issues, probably an eating disorder, and I don't think anybody should have put her up on stage. That was disgusting.
I've been around the track a few times.
Yeah.
I'm an old guy, right? I got 2 older boys.
Yeah.
I remember.
They don't think that's attractive, Miley.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Nobody does, actually.
I was, if I could finish what I'm going to say.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, the point you're going to make is exactly what I just said. That was not attractive. That was not fun. That was not funny. And that was really, really bad for anybody who's younger and impressionable. And she's really messed up. So I don't think they should have put her on stage.
So here's the problem.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, I don't. Is that,
I like that we didn't let Joe speak there.
Was that genuine outrage, or was she?
Oh yeah.
But okay,
I mean,
look, I can totally understand people that didn't like her performance. Okay, I thought that it was for me there was nothing really special about it. I didn't care. It was just Miley doing whatever she needed to do to get some attention. That's the way I interpreted it. But Mika is like, she has an eating disorder. She's probably on drugs. She's all sorts of fucked up. Like she's just like listing all these things, and it's like those are some pretty heavy accusations.
I have 2 words for you, and it's a little controversial.
Yeah.
Jelly.
What?
No.
I'm not. I don't agree to that.
I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there. Look, she's like, because she's doing projection. You know how Mika had an eating disorder?
She did have an eating
disorder. So
disorder.
she's like, oh, she's got an eating disorder and she's only 20 and guys don't find that hot. They don't find it hot. I don't know what this young girl is doing out there gyrating, etc., right? And can we stop with the gyrations? Elvis gyrated. But Elvis didn't come out there and beat off on stage. Okay? So like this is a whole different level, okay? So here's my conflicted point. And I don't know if I'm being unfair to Mika, but she really is like way over the top if you ask me. Look, but on the other hand, I'm about to do the same. So here we go. Like on the one hand, I think MTV, I'm with Anna. Like, all right, so she comes out every MTV performance, everybody's rubbing every genitalia, and they got to out-weird each other. Lady Gaga with the meat sandwich outfit, and then now the teddy bears and the thing. Okay, all right, whatever, right? On the other hand, I'm like, I remind myself of my dad a while back. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm going, yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah. Like the next MTV performance will have people literally having sex on stage, and everybody will be like, it's MTV, what? I mean, look, she didn't even go through all the different positions, you know? It was mainly missionary. What's everybody getting excited about, you know?
I mean, when you really think about it, I remember a few years ago there was a VMAs where nothing exciting happened. There was no drama, no crazy performance. I remember talking about it on the show and we were making fun of it because no one cared, right? So they have to come up with something that's so outrageous that everyone will be talking about the VMAs the following day. I mean, think about this. Miley Cyrus had to outdo Lady Gaga, and that's really difficult to do when you're known for coming out of an egg and wearing a meat dress.
Right. So look, they get criticized either way. To me, it's not a huge issue or anything, but it does say something about society. Look, you know, and this is Grandpa Jen coming out a little bit. So you got daughters growing up in that society. And when they're 20, they think like I should twerk and I should do Molly and, you know, and I know some of you right now are screaming, of course, so what? What's the big deal, twerking, whatever it might be? But, you know, I mean, is there an end? Are we just going to keep going and going?
We're going to keep going.
Like, does this end in anal? Okay, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, when does it end? On stage, I mean, we're apparently comfortable with like obvious like faux masturbation on stage for long periods of time, and then there's the faux sex where she's wearing almost nothing. So the next step is obvious. So it's coming soon. So you're literally
you're genuinely concerned, like you're worried about it. Like you have a little girl now, little Joy. You're wondering what the VMAs will be like when
she's too young for me to worry about that. I'm just saying in general, like I don't mind it. I like sex, but I mean,
I like
tacos, right? So I mean, I'm not like, oh, it's the end of the world or morals are decaying. I'm just saying, I guess that's what it is now. Like I guess that's like totally okay, and we now are a little, you know, hedonistic, and maybe have at it, Hoss, right?